Suife Mary, welcome to my channel SM Mental Health. I'm here to create awareness on mental health issues. We already talked of factors affecting the mental health of children and even those of adults. So thank you so much for watching the videos. Thanks for sharing. Today we are going to look at 8 reasons why some children have poor academic performance. Sometimes we tend to blame the teachers, but now we are going to look this highlights this point. Why we have poor academic performance in some children. Some children write and fail, write and fail, write and fail. Starting from the primary level, you have children who perform. We have slow learners, but we have some children who are consistently doing poorly in academics. And we tend to blame sometimes the instructors, the teachers who are doing their best to make sure that these children succeed in life. So the first blame goes to the parents. We have poor parenting. In this aspect, when the parents do not check the children's assignments, they are not even there to equip the children with their school needs. We know that the children have their fundamental rights, the right to education, the right to shelter, the right to health care, the right to feeding, the right to play. So if these children's rights are violated, the children cannot perform well in school. If these rights are violated, the children go to school, they cannot perform well. If the child cannot play, if you don't allow them to play, if you don't allow them to interact with others, if you don't give them the right to education or the right to health care, if they are not healthy, if the parents do not pay attention to the children's health, they cannot perform well in school. So poor parenting is a big factor that affects pupils' academic performance. It disturbs their mental health. It disturbs their psychology. They are emotionally imbalanced. So if they go to school and they are having a headache or they have been having a fever for a week, and they are living only on paracetamol, on painkillers, they can't be healthy, they can't concentrate, they can't do well. And sometimes we have stressful lifestyle that these children are maybe farmers, the parents. Now sometimes the father is supposed to provide for the family, and to be the sole provider for the family. But nowadays you see that children are the ones doing all the provision for the family. They go there hawking, bring home income. The father sits and waits for them. You go and sell this, you go and sell that. After school, these children are moving helter-skelter to sell, to get some money to help the family. When they come home, they have to do this. And sometimes they go and get into dangerous situations like violence, rape, like sexual harassment. So they get into dangerous situations. When they come home now, there's no one to talk to. They cannot open up. They cannot explain. Now maybe they are traumatized because they have been sexually abused. When they go to school also, they can't learn. They are stressed. They are so stressed up that they can't study. They work overnight. Some of them, they help to prepare things overnight and sleep, go to bed late. They don't even read their books. They don't have time to read. No follow up at home. Besides that, the children don't even have the basic school needs. So some of them, without that, when you come to school, you see them sharing maybe the textbook with other children, and they are also traumatized because those children may not like to share with them. So stigmatization comes in, making them to feel so inferior, to feel less privileged, and it affects their academic performance drastically. Then we have severe depression, loss of parents. When the children lost their parents, they are seriously affected. They have problems of depression because they lost their parents. Maybe sometimes they don't have anybody to take care of them, no relatives to take care of them. Even their relatives do their best, they can never be like their parents. Sometimes it can never be like their parents. Sometimes the relatives will really do their best, but these children are always thinking of their parents that died in an accident, or died out of an illness, or died out of some mental health issue, suicide and other things. So they can never concentrate very well. So we have some of them now, because of so many things, they get into substance abuse. When they go to school, when they have taken substance, even the teacher is teaching what, they don't pay attention, they don't understand, they don't do well because they have taken drugs. They even bully the teachers. If the teacher wants to correct them, it becomes an issue. So at the end of the term, they cannot do well. They cannot perform very well. Some have inborn talents, but we always force children to do what we want. We do not try to see what children are good at and try to see how we can make their talents to shine. We are there trying to force our own things that we want the child to be a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, a pilot. Meanwhile, that child can be a very good mechanical engineer. That child can be a very good technician. The child can be a very good footballer, a very good musician. The child can do other things that can really boast his talents out. Then children with disabilities in school sometimes do not perform well because we do not feel that there is no enclosure. Even though they say there is enclosure, sometimes some children seem to run away from them, like do not want to share with them or play with them. And sometimes teachers are supposed to be special teachers trained to really handle these children with disabilities so that they feel loved, they don't feel rejection, or pay more attention to their needs, pay more attention to what they can do, because children with disabilities can do a lot of things with their hands. They can produce things, they can make things, they can do artistic work, they can do many things. Some of them sing, some of them can produce things from raw materials, but we are there to encourage them instead of like looking at them that look at this one too is going to school. So we contribute a lot to the children's poor performance, the society, the parents, and even the school system, the school circle, the teachers and the pupils in school. We have to help each other for everybody to perform well. So we don't leave slow learners behind. They have something in them, but it is for us to be patient enough to see that we help them to develop their talents for them to shine. Yeah, we have this problem of some children drop out of school just as a result of stigmatization or rejection, or maybe insults from teachers or other children who are bullies. They bully them, they make them to feel inferior, especially those children who come from poor backgrounds. So we have violation of children's rights, sexually transmissible marks. You go to some school, you see that children are given marks, they did not write exam, but they just pass. So they have done well, they have given certificate that they have done well because they were given sexually transmissible marks, they were given STMs. So these children are having some relationship maybe with the instructor, maybe with the teacher, maybe with the person in charge, the supervisor, who is in charge of following up the child's talents, the child's field that the child has chosen. But instead you go and have relationship with the child behind, making the child traumatized because you force the child to accept it in order to give the child marks. So this child accepts it, but the child is not very d'accord. The child, with time, you see that the child will be very depressed. He cannot learn further. When he goes to another school or he gets to another level, there will be a break because the child will collapse in education because he never took the exams. He did not even learn. He has been sexually violated and has always been off from studies. So you don't buy marks forever. You cannot buy a job. So they cannot be what they want to be because we have destroyed their talents. So these are some of the reasons that you see poor academic performance here and there. We have to help to see that these children succeed in education because it will affect their mental health. It affects their psychology. When they grow up, they have nothing in their head. If they drop out from school, it is a problem. So thanks for watching. We are going to be talking on subsequent videos on more on severe depression. We'll be talking more on a lot of mental health issues, and we'll be talking on psychological first aids, how you can help people with pain, how you can help people, even children who are in accident. The fact that the person fell down and is not breathing does not mean the person is dead. Until your brain stops working, until your brain sees, before you can be considered dead. So we are going to say that, talk about that in the subsequent videos. Please touch the notification button to watch the subsequent videos, and please share, and always leave your comments below so we can know what is in your mind and what you want us to talk about. Thanks so much. Thank you for your time.